Hi guys, it's Beverly. Wanted to catch you up on what's been going on. Nothing too spectacular. I'm back to making another blue baby blanket and booties and hats because I sold another one on Amazon. I just can't believe it. Beverly's Crafts is on Amazon, homemade. I can't believe it, you guys. I can't. I'm all excited. June 1st. Today is Sunday, May 29th. June 1st is the make-along for, I guess, the rest of the year with Christie's Creations. And we're making socks. And I'm so excited, you guys. I have this drawer all full of sock yarn that I picked up along the way. And here's some Premier Serenity sock. And this one is a #1 find. And it's 50% superwash merino wool, rayon, and bamboo. And it's called the colorway Chill. Yeah, Chill. But isn't it pretty, you guys? It's got mauves and greens and spots of blue and an off-white. So I'm looking forward to making socks out of this for Christie's make-along starting June 1st. And this is, what is this? This is a 150 gram ball. 50 gram ball. I think I can make a pair of socks out of this, but I'm not positive. So I'll have to check and see if I have another one to make it. But I'm not making the ones with the toes and the heels open. I'm making a full sock with it. And I'll be using the 9-inch circulars. And I kind of cheat a little bit, because if you watch my videos in the past where I've made socks, I use the number 6 9-inch. And I cast on 48 to 50 stitches using the long tail cast on. And I make my sock that way. I kind of have a generic pattern that I use for my socks. The cuff is about 3 inches, and then about 4 inches of the ankle leg part, the heel, and then 6.5 inches after the heel I do the toe. So that's, if you've seen any of my videos in the past, that's kind of the sock pattern that I follow, and it's kind of a combination of other ones that I've come across. I don't really think I want to work with those really teeny tiny needles. I have a size 6 as my smallest in the 9-inch, and I really like that. And then I switch to the circular for the heel and the toe. You know, the magic loop circular for the heel and the toe. So that's my sock. And I've got my little T Doddles bag. I subscribed to her bags for a little while. And I've got my yarn and my needles in there with my stitch markers for my socks. Now, the next thing I want to show you is, let's see, where did it go? Oh, it's right here beside me. Okay, I finished this blanket, you guys. This was, I showed it in another video. And, this is ready for donation, and I think it's 33 by 33 because that's what the pattern called for. And I linked this pattern in my last video, I believe, or the one before that. And it's the Lucky 7 blanket by the Crochet Crowd and Jeannie. Okay, so that's done. Oh, and that's using this is using the Just yarn from the Dollar Tree in the white color. And then I had this Royal from Zeman. I'm going to show it again a little more because I'm still using it. And the blue I had in the Zeman. And so I alternated the colors. And this pattern is pictured in a solid color. But I just decided I want to do every 2 rows and alternate colors. So I'm also making, if you remember, we had our make along with the corner to corner in the round. So I'm making this corner to corner in the round, and I'm going to keep going until I use up all of this royal yarn. This came in a Mary Maxim mystery bag, and I got, oh no, it didn't. This is the yarn that came from Kit, All Things Knit and Crochet with Kit. And she gave me, I think there was like 4, this pinky color, which I really love, a rose color, I think it kind of is, and the blue. And I used some of that in this blanket, as you can see. And now I'm going to use the rest of it up, because these are pretty large skeins. 100% acrylic, 100 grams. And I had like 4 of them. 241 meters. I think I have 4 of them. I don't know. But anyway, whatever's left over, I'm putting into this corner to corner in the round. And again, I'm alternating every 2 rows with my color choices. Now, the next thing I have is a want to make. Now, my printer was running out of ink, but this came up in my Yarnspirations email. I get one every day, you guys. You probably do too. But anyway, sometimes there's some really cool patterns in there. So this one I thought was really cool. You can't see it that close, but it's called the Zigzagging Filet Crochet Shawl. And it calls for the Bernat Softy Cotton and an H crochet hook. So each ball is 120 grams. So I got 2 balls of this yarn in my last Mary Maxim mystery. And it is a number 3 light. This Bernat Softy Cotton is a number 3 light. So I decided I was going to make this shawl. And this has 200 grams in each one of these. And I have 2 of these. And it calls for 100, it calls for 3 120 gram balls. So I have 400 grams. So I should be good. I should be close. I have 400 grams. Okay. Now this is called Castaway Bay, and it is painted cotton from Knitting Fever, and it's pure Giza cotton. And I thought this would make a beautiful shawl. And you start out by chaining 78. Does it have the dimensions on here? I don't know if it does or not, but it has a chart. If some of you guys like the charts, it has a chart. If you guys read charts. And I just thought this would be great. It has a multiple of 18 chains plus 6. So you would do, 18 chains for as wide as you want it to be, and then you would add 6. And so what stitches does it have? It has the usuals. Yeah, the usuals. Just double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch. And then the rest of this is repeat and spaces. So I thought this would be cool. So this is on the want to make list. And of course, I'm going to be donating this shawl. And it'll be cotton. And it'll be in Florida. And some lucky person in the nursing home will get one of these. The colors are just absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. There's the green. It's kind of, you know, Castaway. It's like an ocean colors. And I just thought this would be perfect for it. So this is on the to-do list. It's right here. I'm still working on that homespun blanket with holding it together with a piece of worsted. I've got one whole skein of homespun to go. Excuse me. So it's coming out really heavy. Let's see, what hook size am I using for it? I'm using an L. But again, I've mentioned it many times, people in my crochet club do not like homespun, and it's been donated, and so I'm mixing it with some worsted, and we're going to have a blanket. Okay, so I'm going to crochet with you guys. Some crochet time. I think I covered everything. So, Christy's Creation is having a yarn swap, and we're supposed to mail our packages out in June, and I already have mine all packaged up. My partner is Ravini. I'm so happy to meet Ravini. I've seen her on Christy's lives, her and her beautiful little daughter, and I can't reveal what I'm sending her, but maybe I'll do a little video and then before I mail it, and then show you guys. I think I found some really neat stuff to send her to cover some of her creative hobbies and some goodies. Her and I like the same kind of goodies. We both like chocolate, peanut M&Ms, and peanut butter. So I'm sending her some goodies like that, and then I'm going to send her, because it's not June yet, so I thought I'd just wait. And then I'm going to send her some of my favorite candy is the hazelnut. You know, those Ferrero Rocher, and of course I know I said it wrong, Ferrero Rocher, but I'm sending her some of those. So the goodies, I can let them out of the bag, but the yarn, I'm not going to let them, and the other stuff, I'm not going to let them out of the bag yet. But that's with Christy's Creations, and we have, I think, until the end of June to mail our package, but of course I won't be waiting that long. And then Summer's Tips and Stitches. I listen to Summer's Tips and Stitches. I just love her talking about Crochet Society. She's gotten me to, you know, place some orders with Crochet Society. As you guys all know, because the Christmas Advent blanket, I made that last Christmas, and that came from Crochet Society. And so anyway, Summer's Tips and Stitches. So she's having a yarn swap, and I think it's called the Summer Stash swap. And my partner on that one is Shirley. So I've already got Shirley's bag made up, and I got her similar goodies as I got Ravini, and of course I got myself some peanut M&Ms. And then Ravini and I, we both like trail mix, so I put some trail mix in Ravini's. Let's see what else. Oh, and so in Shirley's, I put a mixture of yarns. And I know that Shirley doesn't listen to my channel, so I put some Crochet Society because I know that she hears about Crochet Society. And anybody that has seen Bella Coco's, you know, beautiful yarns and stuff would definitely treasure and some of their yarns and patterns. So I included some stuff from Crochet Society for Shirley. And her make swap. So I got those both packaged up. They're just sitting here waiting to send. Got those. And then, oh, I ordered some yarn from Walmart. Okay, so I ordered, let's see, Rainbow, the Ogos. I didn't get in on those good sales for the Ogos. I just didn't, I thought about it, and then I thought, well, I don't need any Ogos. But then, when I was going through my yarn stash, let me turn off my laptop here. When I was going through my yarn stash, I found some Ogos. I only had 2. I had gotten them at Walmart, and I paid $2.50 for each one. And 2 is really not enough to make anything, you know. And they were in the rainbow color, so you can imagine, you know, they have the primary colors. And so I went ahead and ordered a 6-pack from Walmart. Well, this morning the bag was delivered by Federal Express, because today's Sunday. And did you know the bag was open? So that meant that 3 of the Ogos, because it was a 6-pack, 3 of the Ogos were not in the bag. I was like, oh, now I still don't have enough. So anyway, I contacted customer service, and they're sending a replacement order. But they sent me a return address label to return what did come. So I got that all, but they paid the postage to return them and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's so disheartening when you go out on the front porch and you see a bag and the end's open and you're thinking, oh my God, is everything in there? Not in this case. Sometimes you get lucky. But it really, the bag was not ripped. It just was not sealed properly. So that's why this happened. So, yeah, so I'm working on this is called the Easy Peasy Granny Stitch blanket from Yarnspirations, and I really like this pattern. When I have to have a baby blanket, it's my go-to. You know, it's like, okay, go-to. If I don't have any imagination regarding doing a different pattern, it's just like go-to. And I already got the booties and the hat made. So those are ready to go. And if I get an order, then I have to kick it in high gear. But this goes to inventory. So that's what that's about. Or this is about. So it's like I want to get started on Christy's socks. I got to finish this blanket. I got to finish that corner to corner in pink and blue. I got to finish the homespun blanket. I want to start the shawl. And I've been trying to get through this tote bag full of just yarn from the Dollar Tree that I want to finish a blanket in, but it's on the back burner. So, that's the way it is. So those are my whips and my wanna makes. But I do have 2 blankets finished for donation. So that's good. Got those done. So it's real exciting. Trying to think what else is going on. No, nothing too exciting. I'm running out of things to say. Oh, so that blanket pattern, the days gone by Lapgan from the Crochet World February 2022 magazine. I heard from Jackie D, and she located the magazine, and it sounds like she's gonna make the blanket. I'm so looking forward to seeing hers on my Facebook page. That was real exciting to get a comment from her. And I'm looking, so when they have some more of that Premier Bloom on sale, I think I would love to get some of those. I put 3 7-ounce skeins of the Premier Bloom in one of those blankets. And so that's one of the blankets that's going to be gone to donation. It makes a really nice size Lapgan. And I really enjoyed working with that Premier Bloom. And it says that you could use like 9 skeins of some kind of yarn. I forget now what kind it was. But I used 21 ounces of Premier Chunky Bloom for my blanket. And a size K hook. K as in Catherine with a K. So I enjoyed making that so much. I remember I made two blankets right in a row. And I'm still looking for a blanket rack or quilt rack, a wooden one, to lay it over in my other bedroom. The one I said I had to keep in the family. That one was out of the one I'm keeping in the family was made out of that Bernat Forever fleece. I still have some of that. I got that on the cruise. So that was kind of exciting. And you guys, I still need about 600 watch hours. Doesn't that sound like a lot? But I can't believe it. I've got over 3,300 watch hours. And then I'll get monetized. You know, I'm thinking it's like, oh great, that's a goal. You know, everybody gets monetized. But I'm thinking, it's like some things, you know, like when you get rewards, when you go to restaurants and stuff like that, you know, it's like, get these rewards, and then you go to turn the rewards in and So I'm thinking that's how it's going to be with monetization. It's like, okay, I got monetization. I've got my 1,000 subscribers. I just need about 600 more watch hours to get monetized, whatever that means. Because I'm not like Crystal's Bag O' Day, and I'm not like Cinnamon Stitches, you know, and some of these other channels that get monetized. But it's just fun. It's a goal. And then we need to help Christy from Christy's Creations get to her 1,500, because, you know, we all sent in those squares for her quilt. Well, it's not a quilt, it's a blanket. But, because she's got squares, and she's putting them together, and I'm sure you could send more squares if you want. But, Christy's Creations, go over there and subscribe if you haven't, to get her up to 1,500. And then there'll be a drawing for the blanket. Can you imagine, you know, because if you listen to YouTube and you know, you pay attention to some of the people that comment and some of the, subscriptions and all that stuff, you can look at that quilt and you can know that your fellow creators made it. You know, and I'm calling it a quilt, but you guys know it's an Afghan blanket, you know. It's a crocheted item. I don't know, I'm having a brain fart, I guess. Oh, that one doesn't look so pretty. Okay. So anyway, oh yeah, and then there's another blanket I want to make. It's called the Wattle Stitch, W-A-T-T-L-E. And it works like corner to corner, but you're not just doing the double crochets. Blossom, maybe Blossom Crochet is the one that does that video. But if you just go to YouTube and type in Wattle Crochet Stitch, I think her, and it's by Blossom something, her video will show you how to make it. Now, I think she does it in US as well as UK terms. So don't forget, when she says a treble, she means a double. And don't forget, sometimes when she says a double, she means a single. You know, that kind of stuff. But it's a corner to corner, but it's just a different texture. And I made a dishcloth out of it. I might still have it, the dishcloth, because my dishcloths don't sell. People don't buy dishcloths down here, I guess, in Florida, or in my area. Because I've had them up for sale. I even had them up sale for $1 a piece, and they didn't sell. So I don't think around here they use that many dishcloths. So anyway, and I displayed them in this nice little basket and everything. I rolled them up and I put little labels on them, and that didn't even entice anybody to buy any. They're just not buying dishcloths. So, but the Wattle Stitch, I really like it. So maybe, who knows, maybe I'll use that Just Yarn from the Dollar Tree and make a Wattle Stitch blanket. But it was nice going through my stash and fixing up the bags for Ravini and Shirley. And then I made some room in my closet because I determined I can't cross stitch anymore. So I made some space. But now I have so many cross-stitch magazines, you guys. I hate to just throw them in the trash. And I don't know if the library would want them or not. I just hate to just put them in the trash. Or maybe take them to the recycling center. Yeah, because if I just throw them in the trash, that's not good. So if I could find a place that takes paper. But our dump here is a dump. Yeah, I went to our dump. Plus, it's a long ways from my house. But anyway, I had a friend who is no longer doing computers, and he had like 5 computer towers. And he's not in a position physically to get rid of them. So I thought I would take him to the dump. And so I pull up, you know, and I got him in my car. And there was a guy there, but he wasn't by the, you know. So we read the signs, and it didn't say anything about where to put computers. So we start taking him out of the car, and the guy comes running out. It's like, you know, he's there when you pull up. You know, what the hell? So, oh. And so after we lifted them and moved them, oh, those don't go there. You have to move them. God. So I just don't really want to go back there. So if I can find a place where I can just recycle paper, maybe I can just... So then I'll do something good with them. But I have all these cross-stitch magazines. I really enjoyed having them because, like, I'd get an order for a cross-stitch design, and I would pilfer through them and find the perfect pattern and stuff like that. So I did get a lot of use out of my crochet magazines. So, but I've seen them at yard sales. I've seen them at thrift stores, you know. They don't really go. So how long is this video? This video is 30 minutes. So I guess I did have a lot to say. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Love you guys.